got these ideas, I got a lot on my mind, and it's so hard to put them in a lot of songs. I try to put them all in one, you know. That's what I'm feeling when I'm going through. I've been drinking, so please bear with me. Eyes wide shut, barely eating, trying to get my game on. Played it too cool, almost like the froze, had to turn my flame on. All the while, watch them X me out. Magazine cover, mother, mind tripping my flow. Singing city, maybe to listen to me when it's 60, breaking some bread down. Treated like the last supper. Toast all the time we were poor, but still we had one another. Hopping in our shuttles. I'ma be big, mama. I'ma get rich, mama. I'm sorry I ain't got a wife and kids, mama. But look what I did, mama. Got a house that I barely could stay in. A car I barely could drive. I'd be alive if I said get money didn't make me feel alive. Hustling, arguing about who's better than I in tweets. But what does it matter when a new artist come out like every week? And the label out on me. Good for them, keep sucking. Most rappers have been over for you, but me, I'm not over. I be the biggest star they told me. Sign my name on that line, and when I die, that's when it's over. Moving on to the set. I was just a talented black kid, but the film looked like a check. Another 5 years of slave, and then it's on to the next. I'm just trying to be what I envisioned as a child. A king and a man of God when ain't no church. In the wild, been f***ed up. Cause they don't talk about Christ. Everybody trying to die young, but who gon' talk about life? I pulled that card, good law. Confederate flag is so flawed. They used to fly like pilots and burn crosses in our yard. I can't get with you if you with that Wisdom Dixie. They want that old time back. But got 100 rounds and automatic, so we ain't having that. I ain't promoting no violence. People out here been wild. So much you can get cut down just for being happy and smiling. Ain't no hotline worth dialing. You say the world needs help. We too busy feeling our needs that we might kill us ourselves. I got my gumption from my granny. Had a dream about her like last night. She held me tight and told me, little one, everything gonna be alright. My mind playing tricks on me, but I needed that though. In a world where I feel all alone, sometimes I need fuck help. It's hard to share my insecurity, so I meditate, and pray to God for a second chance. For heaven's sakes, I'm just waiting on a sign or two. Like what I'ma do when my heart get rusty and tired, and it ain't shining through, and I think about death a lot. My father's scared to die, and I can relate. I call him before every flight. In case it ain't been for flying, I ain't holding back, can't control these tears. I mean, after all these years, I'm still the kid right for him, 2 shots. Eating the cafeteria, I'm 2 cups in, and 3 shots away. We're gonna about any of this that I done had to say. Lord knows, it's hard to see the truth with your eyes closed. It's hard to protect your feelings when you're so exposed. Yeah, I'm so exposed. I'm so exposed. I let it all slip away, and now all I can say is here's a toast to a better day, and the love that will come and stay. Oh God, oh God, oh God, wherever you are, yeah, I call your name and fall, yeah. Oh God, oh God, oh God, wherever you are, yeah, I call your name and fall, yeah. I'm so exposed, oh, so exposed. What's up on? I remember big bro talking about we gon' get this money, go get this money. Went from ball playing to the mall slinging CDs. The niggas trying to scrape for money. Guys 100 when I get a steak. Need a reservation just to get a plate. With a hoodie, Louis bucket inside. Motherfucker button up in a tie. Black power when I'm swinging it. Wide. Foreign dripping with a bitch on the side. Beast mode, Marshall with it. Had to step on my head just to get by. Just touch down, gripping on the corner with a bag in the trunk. But all my niggas never having enough. Like motherfuckers ever having enough. We gon' keep bagging it up. We gon' keep cashing it up. I need this here for the inner city. I need Wakanda in Mississippi. I need a pilot and plan it way we can manage to stay out the penitentiary. I need a chopper for all of my pilots just in case the government try to get me. This is bigger than the color green. This is Denzel in the last scene of a Spike Lee joint, Malcolm X story, necessary by any means. This is a mill on the wheel. I am a foe, never port, never seal. I got a dream, something like ML the King. Talking about every day of the week. I'm trying so hard to believe. I'm trying so hard to believe. Kids dying, but we acting like it's a breeze. Struggling, shaking the seas. We can't stay down on our knees. That's what we good at, though. Believe. That's what we good at, though. Believe. Believe. Believe that what I've been saying ain't over their head. People don't only get flowers to dead. All the police have been trying to kill us. All the medicine is bound to heal us. It was really us they tried to kill us. All this drinking they gon' fail my livers. I'm a little bit father figure, better than my father ever figured. All these rappers really rapping about it, really saving people, really giving back. All the pastors in the church talking to the Lord, tell them where we at. At the water and pure and ain't good to drink it. Don't fix me a plate if you know I can't eat it. Seeing people dead on TV and social network, get your fuck with my thinking. Scared I die young with no children to hold. No one to leave what I owe. Scared I grow old, I might lose who I knew. I might forget who I know. I'm a product of believe. I'm living what I was told. What happened and if I just can't believe. It takes a believer to know. 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 Believer to know.
What's going on, everybody? Thank y'all for coming through, checking me out on this Thursday evening. I'm about to give Baba Ogudwbade, you know how to say his name, Ogudwbade, a call. And we're going to get into this conversation about understanding Orishas. What's going on, my good brother Oni, from the pro-black perspective? And whoever else out there, what's up to y'all too? So let me give him a call, see if he's ready. Well, I'm about ready as I gonna get there. How you doing today?
I'm doing real good. I'm doing well. Let's do it this way. Good, fine. I live up here in the woods where it's cold. I don't live in the south. I live in the northeast. I deal with it.
Oh, okay.
We sometimes acclimate to the where we live. I've never acclimated to the cold in this deal.
Okay. Can y'all hear? Can y'all hear us? Can you hear Pat Benny?
Can you hear me?
Somebody let me know if y'all can hear. Make sure y'all can hear. I don't know if they can hear or not. They ain't saying nothing. I guess they can hear. They won't answer the question, so I don't know if they can hear or not.
Okay, let's get on with the show. What we're going to talk about today?
You know, we're going to talk about understanding the Orishas.
Orisha, okay. Let me start off like this. When they say Orisha,
he said they say yeah, but you're a little low. Give me a second. Let me see if I can. Okay. Let me see if I can make this more. Let me see if I can make this more gooder. Speak. Speak okay. Now. Speak.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear him now? Is that better? You know, it's gonna take a good 5 minutes for him to answer the question.
Okay.
It's a delay, but when you're listening, we talking. It's a delay to them, though. It is a delay.
Okay.
It's a delay.
Well, let me say this: when we talk about the Orisha, the Ori is your brain, your mind. The Ori is a spirit that lives inside of all of us. The Orisha is one of the 16 old dudes, one of the 16 kings, one of the 16 spirits. that Ogudwbade sent down on the planet that God created. And Ifa, we talk about Ogudwbade as the white people talk about. We know him to talk about, and we also speak in this country about God. But it's so much more diverse than that. Okay, so I'll speak in terms of how they speak in Ifa, because I want to indoctrinate people to understand the thinking of Ifa, because this is something that cannot be translated into English. It can be assimilated to some degree, but I want you to understand so you can go with the flow. Like when you go into the water to swim, you have to become one with the current. If you ride a horse, you have to be one with the animal. You have to engage. You have to put okay. Orishias is mind. Okay, and the verse Orisha depending on which Orisha we're speaking about. The textbook we're taught, well, Ogun he's a god of war, iron. He's also a god of agriculture. When the Industrial Revolution came about, they were dealing with Ogun. When you're talking about going to outer space and rocket ships and airplanes, you're speaking about Ogun.
Hold on, Papi. I'm having technical difficulties over here. Oh my goodness. Every time I was trying to share the screen, y'all let me know if y'all still there. I'm gonna look through my phone. Oh my goodness.
You know what?
Hold up, I'm looking to see y'all still there. Can y'all still hear us and see us? Because everything blanked out on my side, so let me know if y'all still there or not. Okay, they still there. They didn't blank out. It just blanked out to me, I guess. Yeah, I went completely blank.
Okay. Let me do this. What I'm giving is sacred information. So let me say a prayer before I start talking and giving reverence and respect to Ogudwbade and to Ifa. It's a short one, it's not long. Majuba, when I say Majuba, it means absolute.
It means who? It means what?
Majuba, that's something that I do every morning. Again, to not be truly translated as words that we use. Majuba Ifa, Majuba Ogudwbade, Majuba Orumila, Majuba Olofia, Majuba all of our ancestors, and Majuba the honor of the day. And I ask Ogudwbade and Orumila to accept the conversation that we're going to have this evening, and that we give Ifa its highest respect, that we just don't start talking without first paying attention or giving reverence to Almighty Ifa. Let me do it like that.
Okay. Now, before you continue, because I know you was talking about you was introducing what we're gonna talk about. Now, once you finish, you got to take a few more minutes. So then I have some of the Orisha, some of the names that I'm gonna go through, and I have them up on the screen so a couple of people that are watching us can see who we talking about. So once you finish going through that, we're going to have a couple questions. We're gonna ask you about some of the Orishas that I have up on the screen, if that's okay.
Okay. Oh, sure. Anyway, any format you bring to me, I'll do my best to address it. Because it's not rehearsed. We're talking, we're having a conversation. All right. I spoke about your Ori. Now, a lot of times people talk about mental health and people sometimes committing suicide and things with the mind, the brain. That's your Ori. That's your head. And I'll say we, I'll include myself even though I'm not a part of this. I'll just, so one won't think I'm excluded from. But we in this country don't understand to pay homage to the Orisha. And therefore we don't know who to ask for help when our minds are not in good health. We don't understand that we must give sacrifice to Orisha. And one will say, well, who do you sacrifice to? Well, the closest one to give that sacrifice to Eshu, and of course, give sacrifice to your own head. And you say, well, how do I give a sacrifice to who? Eshu. Because he opens the doors. You don't go anywhere without first acknowledging.
Hold on, say that name again, because I got that up on the screen, so I'm gonna click on it right quick.
That's Eshu. Some people call me Lekbara. Okay, but that's Eshu. You must always understand. You give him homage. You give him respect. You salute him, because everybody has one, and every Orisha has an Eshu for themselves. That's how important he is. And you always understand, when you want to get clarity, you must understand to give him homage, and at the same time, the sacrifice has to also is always given to your head. And when you do that, you say, or you're talking about mine, or we say Orime, 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 Orime. And whatever we sacrifice, may be liquor, we blow into our hand and rub the rum on our head, or if we're going to give a pigeon, his life has to be sacrificed, same as with a rooster, same as with a eagle. All male animals are given to Eshu.
So let me ask you a question about Eshu, right? As I read about it, it say the Orishas are proud of their plan, but forgot to include Eshu, also known as Eshu and Elagua. I don't know. You said it.
Okay.
He said,
yeah,
okay, wait a minute. Let me, huh?
They have different names.
Yeah, so let me, they say the messenger God who presides over doorways, crossroads, and I want to click on it, but my thing been tripping so bad. But when they say preside over doorways, explain what that means. It presides over doorways and crossroads.
Okay. Doorways is Eshu was not included. He was the last one that was. They didn't even acknowledge him. He was the last one. And all the Mari said, "Wait a minute, hold up. This person, this little guy here, he is my messenger, and you must respect him. So before you can even speak to anybody, you have to first speak, like I just said to Eshu, and I'm gonna put Eshu gonna sit by the door. When you hear the expression, the rejected stone became the head cornerstone, they're talking about Eshu. They're talking about Eshu.
Okay.
And Eshu sits by the door, and sometimes they put him in the back of the door, and you give him different things to wake him up, always to acknowledge his presence. There's many ways to acknowledge the presence. Sometimes you might put your forehead to the ground. Eshu rules that by the doorway. He opens up the doorways of life. Okay, you want a job? Eshu. You want your business to flourish? Eshu. You cannot do anything without acknowledging Eshu, whether you know him or not. You don't have to know. If you bump your head against the wall and somebody come to me, I had a woman years ago, she came to me, she said, "Hi," or she addressed me as blah, blah, it doesn't matter. I said, "What's going on?" I said, "Because you come in here like a little crippled crab," and she laughed. She said, "I want a job." I said, "Okay, I'm gonna see what I can do." She said, "But I don't have any money." I said, "It's okay." I said, "When you get your job, you'll give me what I'm asking you for." And it wasn't a lot. I went home, I got what I had to get, and went to the farm. And I gave Eshu what I had to give him. When I said go to the farm, I have to get an animal. So I sacrificed this animal to Eshu, calling her name. And lo and behold, she got a job. She got 2 of them. And she came running to me and said, "Bob, I got 2 jobs." I said, "Okay." She said, "How much you want?" I said, "Give me 150 at the time, or 300, whatever it was, depending upon how many animals I had to use." And she gladly gave it, and she had work. Now, sometimes some people say, "Well, I got my job, somebody so-and-so and so-and-so." But on that job, you might have some little problems with this, that, and that. You always have to pay homage to Eshu to keep the road clear. The crossroads is where he lives. He lives at the crossroads. And a lot of times people don't understand this, but every Catholic church, which is an offset of the African religion, even though white people run it, See, they know some of the secrets that we don't know because this country was a Protestant country. Only because of King James or King somebody got away from the ways of the Catholicism and won his own program. Therefore, it became Protestant, and it separated itself from Catholicism. That's a whole nother story. But the Catholic Church is always at the crossroads. They say the crossroads of life. You go to an intersection, it's crossroads. Okay? And you might see somebody throwing money there. You might see certain objects at the crossroads. Then you might just see a sandwich. You might see a piece of meat. You might see anything at the crossroads. And if you're not knowledgeable, you just look out and keep walking, look down and keep walking if your eye happens to catch it. They're paying or have paid homage to Eshu. See, the crossroads, that's also an altar. The land of itself is altar. Okay, the altar is not up on some high ground or on a high table or up on a the altar of Almighty Ogudwbade, which is God, is the earth. You call it Mother Earth, but that's the earth that we walk. So yeah, Eshu, he rules the crossroads. I try not to get too far away from the question because I understand what I understand. I want people to understand the vastness of it. But the crossroads, that belongs to Eshu. They said that Robert Jones, I forget his name.
Robert Jones down in Greenwood, Mississippi.
There you go. They said we went to the crossroads and made a deal with the devil. That's a bunch of crazy. That's craziness. There's no devil. Only devil. There are bad spirits. I'm not gonna say that. But he made any deal he made or anything he gave at the crossroads was with Eshu. So he would have success. His music would go beyond. And he's been gone for a minute now. And you remember him. You know his stories that the people know. Oh, he went down there and he made a pact with the devil. He went to the crossroads, blah, blah, blah. No. He gave to Eshu.
I've been by that road. I've been by that road, Pavian.
Okay. For me to tell people this is an African situation, and he understood it. Well, how he understand it? Because we have told stories. When I say tell stories, we have passed on stories through life. The oral tradition is an African tradition, and we as African people have done this in the South. There's many stories in the South that are truly of African origin. Your hair, you burn it or flush it away. Why? Because if somebody get a hold of your head, they can really work you over. So my grandmother always burned her hair, and every time I used to see her burning, I go, oh, well, I don't know why, but every time I'd ask, I said, well, now let me burn your head, because they said, and she would say, they said, if somebody get a hold of your hair, they can give you a headache. And I noticed that the women in my family, every night they take off their panties, they'd wash them out. They'd wash them. They wouldn't throw them in the hamper. They'd wash them out and hang them up, because that part of piece of cotton that touches the vaginal lips and the moisture comes off on those lips can really get somebody in trouble. If somebody gets a hold of it, they can hurt them. So they'd make sure they keep it clean.
Okay. So let me ask you about because I don't think we of course we ain't gonna go. Y'all pulled up 13. We ain't gonna even do all 13 tonight. But I want to ask you another question. I want to ask you about let me close him. We're gonna do you know Obatala?
You talking about Obatala?
Yeah, Obatala. Yeah, Obatala is an Orisha in the Yoruba religion that is believed to have been given the task to create the earth, but failed the task by being drunk on palm wine.
Okay, let me explain that to you. Obatala or Orinsenla.
Oh, who? Say it again. Say his other name.
Orinsenla.
Orinsenla.
Obatala. He wears a white cloth. Okay, you don't put palm oil on him at all. You don't give him any palm oil. He's always, mind you, always a human. You know, we live in a very mysterious universe. Very, very mysterious. I'm going to tell you that right now. And we've only been given half truth, or no truth at all. The Ogudwbade. He was given the job of creating man, and he got drunk off of palm wine. Okay, and children or people start coming out with short arms, no fingers, come looking like albinos, Down syndrome, all of that. Okay, those are children of Ogudwbade. Okay, even you see, you look at white folks, children of Ogudwbade. Because if you have a problem with them, okay, and they don't know this, but I'm telling you, you have to first go to Eshu. Even to speak to Ogudwbade now, first have to go to Eshu. You need to speak to the priest or whoever's going to read Opele and ask these questions. He said, okay, you have to give Eshu so and so and so and so. Because then he'll open the doorway. So Ogudwbade can do what he has to do. And then you go to Ogudwbade and you speak and you find out what will Ogudwbade do to help correct whatever. But yeah, Ogudwbade, that's your head. A lot of times when people are initiated, those who don't know the depth of where they're going when they initiate, they'll first go to Ogudwbade. Everybody's head is ruled by Ogudwbade. Everybody has something to do with the man with the white cloth. Even I, Ogudwbade, Bede has one complete white side, complete, and Ogun. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna go to Ogun. I was gonna go to Ogun next.
See, that's spirit. Well, see, we're talking. The spirit is running now. Okay, Orishias, that's who's running this program tonight and every night. But that's not even beside the point. But that's a fact. Okay, so even when you say Ogudwbade, so let me see what that looks like. If you show me that on the Obede, and it will show that Ogun has the right side, one black spot, and the rest of the Obede for me would be white. Am I white? No, but my head rules so much. But Ogun holds, he is the warrior. So it might seem like, oh, Pi's so easy, she's this, that, and the other. Ogun said, oh, you think? Let me show you something. That's why I don't worry about too much, because I know Ogun is right there. But Ogudwbade, he rules the head. He's the head Orisha. In fact, he really doesn't sit back and do too much. You know, you very seldom have to call him or ask him for this, that, and unless, you know, some things you might know he can take you, like banking favors or dealing with schools or dealing with something with, but white folks have something connected on. And you have to ask him direct. But you just give him a little bit of rum, a bit of water, because he don't require all that. I understand everything he needs, but he doesn't often come into play. He'll let the other guys, like Shango, Ogun, or Oshun, or Ya, Marvin, everybody else handles that. He doesn't dare to get
Did you just say, oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How did you know? How did you know I was going to oh, yeah next?
I thought you were going to do Ogun.
You just did Ogun, right?
No, I spoke about Ogun.
Oh, okay. Well, didn't tell us about Ogun. I thought you were just telling us about Ogun, and then when you said, oh, yeah, I thought you was moving on. My bad. I apologize.
Okay. No problem. See, again, I said spirits in this one. He's sitting there talking to you. In fact, he came to talk to you before you sat down and write like what are we going to talk about. He's organizing this. He just let me be the spokesperson. Mind you, I said letting me be. Okay, Ogun is a god of war, god of iron. He dealt with when these people were getting the Industrial Revolution, all the machinery of the world was coming into play. Revolution like the cotton gin and this, that, and the other. That was Ogun. Ogun is the spaceships. Ogun is the gun, all that. But he doesn't like policemen because police people, they have a tendency to abuse.
Oh, he sure is black. Ogun black. He don't like the police. Go ahead.
He's not, You see, everybody understands the various Orishas going back will understand who to ask favor or ask protection from. Modern day don't understand that to a great degree. I at one time had the misfortune. Every misfortune is some kind of good fortune. Let me put it like that. I had somebody had a vendetta. See, I don't bother folks like that, so you lie on folks. And I was lied on. And I was somewhat, you'd say, fearful, whatever the case may be, because I'm human like anybody else. And I was in a situation, and I was in the company of the police, and I said to them, I said, I need to, can I use the phone? A lot of people say, for their lawyer, I said, I need to use the phone to call my brother. And a Spanish guy was passing by, and his head spun around like he was he was the exorcist, like somebody's getting ready to do something to him. Or he like turned around, he looked at me, because as a rule, for the most part, we unfortunately, same as a rule, unfortunately, have little to no knowledge of African religion, spiritualism, whatever word you want to call it, have little to no knowledge of the direct touching of it. Spanish people do for us because Africans were put all over, but where they were allowed to be in peace, how they developed, how they just, things formed over here, mainland, white folks were over here, and they wouldn't let you speak your language, they wouldn't let you do so much. So by not letting you, and you're afraid that somebody's going to tell on you, we forgot. Even though it's born in us, nothing has changed. As Earthwind Fire would say, sound never dissipates. It only moves to another place in time. Okay? So all what I'm talking to you about is right there. It just has to be awakened. And when it's awakened, you'll see yourself say, you'll understand. You'll begin to realize and acknowledge, oh, yeah, like that. Because now you're going into another, the universe or the multiverse is opening to you because your eyes and ears and all your senses are starting to wake up. Okay, and when they never really go to sleep, they've been laid to rest, where fear and certain things were done, where you're not really in touch with. And instead of being in touch with that, we put books, education. And I've told people, I said, you can be as educated as you want. I said, but education, as we know it, what they call it, academia and the spiritual world are really not good friends, Because academia, you're reading this and reading and logic and what have you. Spirit is not always logical, as you want to think it is. Things you'll think of, say, oh yeah, I was thinking about that, like we're doing tonight. Okay, so you said, how did you know, Prophet? I said, I don't know. But Spirit is opening the way. So yeah, Ogun is all about protection of yourself. He's an automobile. He's also a friend. Okay, he can open, he's the farmer. You need protection from whatever it might be. It's Ogun. You say, well, what happened to God? What happened to Ogudwbade? That's why 16 Odus were sent to Earth for man in human form, because is he too busy? I really can't say he's too busy. He doesn't need me to speak for him, but I just know that the Orishias are here, and you have to know how to approach the gods, which are the Orisha, because there's levels of who we are on the planet. That's why I've told somebody, I said, a movie to watch, give you some kind of insight, because there's a lot of movies, but I'll just say this, voodoo, which people don't like to use that word because they associate it with something negative, but it's not. Voodoo, announced by the gods. You look at that picture a few times, and you'll get an idea of what I'm speaking about, even though that might be a little advanced for some people, like trigonometry or calculus. They say, Bob Benny, I looked at that picture, I don't know nothing. What was it about? I said, okay, let's look at it together, and I'll explain it to you. So how'd you learn about it? I've been doing this for years. I said, I stepped into it or slipped into it or was pushed into it. I said, I didn't come by, I want to do this for a life situation. I said, I was forced into it in order to save my own life. It's like being born. You come out of your mother's womb to take that breath to save your own life. Because if you stay there too long, you're not going to live. You have to come out and get air. It's just that simple.
So let's because we said we was gonna do I think we have time for after I think we have time for 2 more. But
you got as much time as you want. She owns the marketplace. Okay, you have to get again that's a female Orisha, by the way. Okay, she can come down to men, but that usually women carry that. She doesn't come often. The women in business for themselves, the women entrepreneurs, I'm saying might come down more now. To simply say might, because of the fact we're in 2000, and women are running and ruling so much because Orisha is a balance. It's not an all man thing, an all woman thing. It's a balance. And to bring this balance on, you have to understand the Orisha to some degree. Who runs what she runs we call tornadoes. Okay, you see tornadoes come from out of nowhere. That's Oya. And because people do not pay any attention to nature or to the Orisha, these people over here don't know about nobody's Oya when it's hurricane, and these tornadoes come. They said we heard something come like that. They don't know what to do. They don't have an idea. Years ago, when I say years ago, I don't remember which year it was. I think it was in the 70s, maybe the 80s. But there was a storm coming, and it was coming towards, I believe it was coming towards Florida. It had to come by way of Cuba, as they say, Cuba. Now, Cuba is known, they understand Orisha, and they sacrifice and they pray to the Orisha. And what happened was this tornado, the storm, went around Cuba, didn't touch it, hit America though. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it might have been Andrew. I don't, because I haven't written it down, but I believe the hurricane thing was Andrew. But it went around Cuba, it hit America. So because America doesn't understand the Orisha, Cuba does. Cuba understands Orisha. In fact, they worship Orisha. That's why what's his name? Castro left this earth when it was time for him to leave this earth. Because they had planned to kill. They tried to kill Castro many, many, many times. Again, he was deep into Ifa to Orisha, and he had many sacrifices, many things done. I'll put it like that. Went to Africa many, many times and had things done to protect him. That's why you see Beyonce went there and her husband. I'm just throwing that particular name out because you can relate to that. Many people go to Africa for protection to get certain things. Like I'll say, listen, everybody's listening to me here. You need to get on a plane and go to Africa to get an exchange. He said, but where am I going to go? I said, I'll tell you where to go. I'll tell you who to see. But it's a journey. It's a lifelong journey. It's not like you go one place. Okay, I went to first grade. I went to class and I'm good. Nothing's gonna bother me. No, it's on and on and on. It's a discipline. You see people in high places. It's a discipline. That's something that comes overnight, and you have to do things to always maintain because you don't own anything. You have to give homage so you can stay in good stead with whatever and whoever.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, she also rules a cemetery. Okay. So a lot of times people don't want to deal with yeah. She's a fast warrior. I believe she's wife to Shango. Maybe Ogun, my son.
Shango.
Yeah, next time we do this, I'm going to ask my son to also come on. So, because he's understands a lot of the intricacies. I understand how to give what to who and this, that, and the other. We work as a team, he and I.
Okay. So let me
Yeah,
ask you about Yemaya. I hope I said the name right.
you did Yemoja. Yemoja rules the ocean, but she rules the top of the ocean. She rules the top, and Olokun rules the bottom.
Who rules the bottom?
Olokun.
Okay.
A lot of times people will say Yemoja or Olokun as if there's one. No, they're two different Orisha. Or Yemoja, she rules the top. We came across from Africa on Yemoja. That ocean is an Orisha. That ocean is it's an Orisha. It's also an altar of such. I said the earth is an altar. The ocean itself, ruled by Yemoja, you give that Orisha, you give it flowers. You give it if you give her flowers, you take flowers and pour some gin to her. There, right there, and you pray. You can call her in 3 times, and she will come. She will come. You're not going to see anything, but she will come. You might see your day become better. You might see certain things start to change. I remember every time I go to the ocean to get water, to clean up, like I have an altar with her belongings in it. I'd have to go to the beach on this for any day, but I used to go on a Saturday. That's what her and old local. And I'd always see a beautiful black woman. That's who she is. I mean, a very attractive. I'll never forget. One Saturday, I'm driving along and I see this beautiful black woman, and she was somewhat bussy, somewhat. What somebody would say she was. I don't know how. I can't remember the name of it, but in other words, she wasn't skinny. She had substance to her, but she was a shapely, beautiful black woman. That was her. She looked at me and I looked at her and I kept on going. I wasn't flirting, but her presence, the mere fact, was letting me know on that day and time that was a local. I mean, Yemaja. I'm sorry, Yemaja. Now, to give respect to the other half of local, he is the richest of all the Orisha. He's the richest. Now, you see people go treasure hunting in the ocean. You better give something to him. I said, give something to him. You better sacrifice a goat and throw in there. You better do some chickens, some roosters, rather, however you do. Because if not, and I've seen it when they show it on television, these people don't think you're not going to go in the depth of the ocean where these ships have, have fallen to whatever, and there's vast treasures at the bottom of the sea without giving something to him. Like you got no business being down there unless you have somebody to ask and you go down there. But these people over here, they're going to do what they want to do. I think it was last year, a ship, some kind of boat, some kind of submarine, they had imploded, and all these people died on it. They didn't get permission.
Yeah, I remember that little small submarine that was navigating with a video game joystick. Yeah.
Yeah, they went down there, never came back. The pressure was too much. They had no business being down there. See, that being ignorant and arrogant is not going to get you anywhere at all. But these folks, including us, because being that we are part of them now to a great degree in this country, we think in a certain dimension, I'll say. And very seldom do we understand the necessity of giving homage and respect to where it's due. We might not even know, but that's still not an excuse. We're on this show right now for me to give you tidbits of information, and hopefully you'll listen, whoever, and go further and look to see, find out, because spiritualism, understanding of it, is not in one lifetime. and no one knows it all. I know some things. Okay, I have my friend, but my brother in Nigeria, even though I'm one also, he was born there. And we talk, and he'll say to me, Baba, me. That's me, my friend, my Baba. He said, you know a lot. I said, nah. I said, I know some things. And he laughed. He said, yes, we all know a piece of, a part of, to a depth. And we share. It's the meal we share. People we know, we feel we can trust, we share. And we give this. Like I've told him things. He's told me things. He said, Baba, me, I'm going to give you that. A lot of times I have to buy things. I mean, because that's part of it. That's, you have to pay your way through. He said, Baba, me. It's like I'm going to give you this. And this is what this is for. And that's what I said, okay.
Okay.
Because something might have come up for him. I said, wait. Let me get such and such and such for you. Because he wasn't, feeling once. I said, where you got to go? Talk to me. He said, Baba, me. Because I said, it doesn't matter. And I get it together. And I give it to him. Meaning USD. What was I going to get? Is I say, did I loan? No, I gave it to him. Good, you need that for so and so and so and so. Just like if Bakari said, Pop, so and so and so and so. I said, here, Pop, here, take that. As I did with the bath, said, take it. I want you to use that and see what it does for you. It might do nothing. You got it, came in your possession, and like the rainbow, it opened up doors, opened up so much, but you need more than that. And that was not something to trick you. That was just let you have a taste. Grandma might be cooking this or this. Can I have the cake bowl? And you taste the sweet batter or whatever. You get a taste. Somebody might have some, we say, the wine. Let me get a little taste of that. Or some coffee. Let me have a little taste of that. I'm going to fix you a little plate so you can get a taste. That's what life is. Get a little taste so you can get some more. And after you get some, that was good. How'd you do that? You cook it. Don't taste like good. All right, get me the ingredients. So I need so and so and so and so. And I'm going to cook it for you here. And by chance, maybe you might understand how it was done to put it together. And that person will say, you do it better than me. Our friend in common, Erica, she said she used to watch and cook and cook and cook. And her grandmama said, oh no, you do that because you cook better than I do now. Yeah.
She can cook. Erica, and she can cook too.
See, Erica and I, Erica and I have met the spirit. Have I seen her? No. But she can vouch with it. I can do and what I will do. We've been friends for a good while now. But talk about what her grandma said. She said, Grandma said, you cook pepper potatoes, whatever the case may be, because you do it better than I do. She said, no, Mama. She said, because one day she said she fixed the potato salad or something, and her grandmother came and said, this tastes good. Who did that? And Erica said, I did. I'm not going to even mock Erica because Erica got a good Georgia Southern accent. People make fun. I don't make fun. I smile because it's for real. Erica's for real. Okay? And she said, no, Mama, I made it. She said, well, you made it better than I did. And that can happen. It's a good teacher that doesn't mind and wants their student to get beyond them.
Yes, you want them to pass you.
If your student can do it as well as you, if not better, that means you've done your job.
Yeah.
You've done your job. Now that teachers become jealous of me. I don't know why, because I never thought I was better than them. But obviously, to some degree,
they did.
They did. And it's the funniest thing. It's only the men teachers. As this particular teacher I have now, this Bible that I've befriended over 6-7 years ago, it's like going into Africa. Go right there. When he talks to me, there's an accent. I close my eyes. I'm listening how he's explaining it. And I'm seeing, I said, okay, I got to so. He said, yeah, Baba, that's how you do so. I said, okay, gotcha. We talk like we're doing now.
Yeah.
But yeah, or local. You must give And also, when you go to get the water from the ocean, you gotta pay, Jemoja. You gotta pay her. You just can't go to water, go there and get the water and walk away. No. You don't do that. You throw 7 quarters of them on your body. You pray. You say Yemoja, and you toss that water. That they say in the wishing well water. I've thrown many cold waters in that ocean before I do anything. You got to pay. Okay. Understand this, people. Before you get anything, you get nothing for nothing. See, a lot of times people say, I'll tell somebody 100, like I joked with Baba the other day, I said, how much are these so-and-so? How much? They said, it's 150, 175, something like that. I said, like that. So he laughed. I said, you say that like you say it's $1.50. But if I want it, I need it, I'm going to give them that money. Just like that. They said, well, you can do that. Anything I do, you too can do. You have to get in line, align your mind to work like that.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, go ahead and give your close, because I'm not trying to rush you off, but I'm dog tired. I'm sorry, but we're gonna go through this again next week.
Was there one more? Was there any more that you wanted me to do?
No, not tonight. We're gonna say something for next week.
Okay.
But we will be, and I'm gonna be more consistent.
All right, please. Listen, not on the air, but you know what I said about all that?
Yeah. I know exactly what you said. Yeah, I know exactly what you said. But look, we want to thank everybody for coming through. Pabini, you want to say anything to people?
No, I just want to tell everybody, God bless them and thanks for listening. What you need, folks need. I know. I don't mind talking, and Bakari doesn't mind asking me questions, but you have to have an answer also. A question rather also. And remember when I opened up, I said, I just want to say this, Bakari. When we talk about Orishias, we're talking about the mind. And spirits around that will cause you to do foolish things, like commit suicide. And that's crazy. Some people can't take the pressure. Some people don't know why this, why that, the other, blah, blah, blah. It's a bad spirit around that you have to understand. Somebody has to have the knowledge so that spirit doesn't bother you. Okay, to take your life or to drink liquor or to beat your man, beat his woman, abusing people. All these things. I'm going to rob this bank. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. That's bad. That's the spirit making talking to you. They said the devil made me do it. Ain't no devil. That's a spirit that got into your head, got into your psyche. And you don't know how to control that. There's baths for that. There's sacrifices for that. There's something with everything. You fall problems when you don't learn to listen or understand what to listen to. So, but yeah, I'm finished. I hope I left everyone something to think about. So next week, as we go on through the various Orisha, we can even backtrack and you can ask me a question. I'll tell you. Because I want everybody to be good. It's not about me telling you something or teaching or just patting myself on the head or rubbing my chest. No. I want you to walk away with some knowledge of how to move ahead and ask me maybe, how do I get to Nigeria? What do I have to do? Because everybody got a child. Everybody will have grandchildren. We want to pass this on. And even though you guys are basically strangers to me, some of you might meet, some of you might not. I want you to have the knowledge to go on. Hopefully I'll see everybody. It won't be in the sweet by and by either. Okay, Bakari.
All right.
I'll talk with you later, and you be well. Have a good evening. Yeah. Everyone have a good evening, and thanks for coming by.
I'm gonna give you a call tomorrow. I'm gonna give you a call tomorrow, Pat Benny.
Okay. As they were saying in Ifa or Yoruba, Ogudwbade that means we never say goodbye. That's a word we don't use. Sprinkles say au revoir. Well, some will say I'll see you later. Ifa people will speak Yoruba. They say Ogudwbade. Okay, it means I'll talk to you later. You don't, that word BYE doesn't exist.
No, I don't use. I tell people don't tell me that because that's forever. Talk to you later.
Yeah.
See you later. Something like that. Don't.
Exactly.
How you say it in? Say it again in
Odaro.
Odaro.
Say there's so many different ways. I'm so used now to say the way Bob and I say Odaro to one another. It's Odabo. Odabo or Odaro. Means I'll see you later.
Okay. Odaro. All right. Odaro. All right. Give me 1 sec. Hello? Oh, I don't know. I got to check. You finish my live. Can I call you when I finish this right here? Let me get off. All right. Look, man, I thank y'all for coming through. Only from the pro-black perspective, and whoever else out there, thank y'all for coming through. There's a few more people in here. Nobody said nothing, no, but I'm glad y'all came through. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Understanding the Orishas. We're gonna be back with it's gonna be episode 9, but part 2 of Understanding the Orishas. We might have to do a 3-part because there's a lot of them. So on that note, man, see you later. Talk to you later.